This is a living room on a Friday night. Observe the male of the species standing by the door, holding a sports scarf like a passport. In 40 minutes, his team plays the most important game of the season, which is what he calls every game. And there, on the couch, is his partner. She is holding a mug of tea in a very specific stillness. He asks the question, "Can I go to the game with the guys?" And she answers with the two most dangerous words in any relationship. "It's fine." Now, watch him closely. He hears the words. He inspects them for visible damage. He finds none. "It's fine," he repeats, nodding like a customs officer approving a form. "Great. Love you." The door closes. Scarf and man, gone into the night. Scientists have studied this exact moment for decades. Entire careers have ended trying to explain it. What did he just walk past? To answer that, we have to go inside two heads tonight. His first, because his is faster. Then hers, because hers is a library. Buckle up. Nobody in this story is lying. And yet almost nothing that was said out loud is true. Welcome back to his internal head office. Regular viewers will remember this place from the episode where he explained his feelings. One desk, one intern, one filing cabinet labeled words people said. The intern receives tonight's delivery. A small envelope stamped incoming, containing the phrase, "It's fine." The intern is thrilled. This is his favorite kind of message. 2 words. No attachments. He opens the manual. Chapter 1. Words mean what they say. He takes out the big rubber stamp, the one he loves, and brings it down with a satisfying thunk. Fine equals fine. Case closed. File under good news. Whistle a little tune. And here is the tragedy, playing out in real time. Behind him, through the office window, the entire alert system is going off. Red lights, spinning sirens, a printout scrolling onto the floor that reads, "Tone does not match text," in capital letters. The intern notices the flashing. He assumes it is a party. He is a good employee. He did exactly what he was trained to do. The problem is that nobody ever trained him for a language where the words are the packaging, not the message. To understand what she actually said, science offers us this instrument. The phinometer, 12 levels, calibrated over centuries of Friday nights. Level 1, actually fine, rare, confirmed sightings exist, but are disputed. Level 2, fine, said while doing something else, still mostly fine. Level 3, fine with direct eye contact, proceed. Level 5 is where it turns. Fine, comma, loaded. The comma is silent, but everyone hears it. Level 7, fine plus a small sigh. You now a conversation. Level 9, fine while aggressively cleaning something that was already clean. Level 11, fine, whatever, do what you want. 3 phrases welded together like a barricade. And level 12, fine with its own weather system. The temperature drops. The pressure changes. Small birds quietly leave the room. Somewhere, a candle goes out on its own. Tonight's reading, and we double-check this, is a level 12. He heard level 1. She said level 12. That is not a small gap. That is 2 people using the same word for opposite planets. And no, gentlemen, the answer is not to panic every time you hear the word. The answer is to learn to read the sky. We will get to that. Now let us go inside her, where the word fine has just left the building. Because here's what fine actually was. It was not a statement. It was an envelope, a test envelope. And inside that envelope, folded very carefully, was a 12-page letter. Page 1, I know the game matters to you. Page 2, I had a hard week, and I did not tell you how hard. Page 4, I made a nice dinner plan in my head and never said it out loud. Page 7, I keep waiting for you to notice without me asking, because if I have to ask, it counts less. Page 9, every time you pick them, the little scoreboard inside me changes, and I hate that I keep score. Page 11, I'm scared that I'm not the thing you would choose. And page 12, the sentence the whole letter was built to protect. I wanted you to choose me tonight. That was the message. 12 pages, sealed inside 2 little words, handed to a man with a rubber stamp. The test was simple. If he loves me, he will open the envelope. but he did not even know it was an envelope. He thought it was a receipt. Before anyone files a complaint against her, watch this. She is not manipulative. She is trained. Somewhere years ago, there was a small girl with her hand raised. And every time that hand went up, needing something, wanting something, asking to be picked, someone said, "Not now. You're too much. Don't be difficult." So the girl learned a clever, sad trick. If asking directly gets you shamed, stop asking directly. Hide the ask inside something small and deniable. Then if it gets rejected, you can shrug and say, "It was nothing, I told you it was fine." The test protects her from the no. That is not a character flaw. That is armor, built by a child, still worn by an adult. And him? He is not careless. Nobody ever handed him the dictionary. He grew up where words were flat and feelings were whether you waited out. He is not refusing to read her letters. He genuinely does not know the envelopes exist. Two decent people, two missing manuals. This is how a Cold War starts in a warm living room. Nobody signed the declaration. Both of them are already losing. Halftime, and something in him itches. He cannot name it. The intern checks the file again. Fine equals fine. But the printout from earlier is still lying on the floor, and for the first time in recorded history, the intern picks it up. Tone does not match text. "Huh," says the intern. And this, dear viewers, is where our story leaves the average and goes somewhere braver. He texts the guys. Something came up. He walks out before the game ends, which in his culture is roughly a kidney donation, and he comes home carrying a pizza. She opens the door and does the hardest thing in this entire episode. Harder than leaving the game. She retires the test. She says the real sentence, out loud, with her voice shaking a little. "I said it was fine, but it wasn't. I wanted you to choose me tonight." And he does not defend. He does not explain the rules of the sport. He says, "I didn't hear it. Teach me what fine sounds like when it isn't." Two dictionaries, updating at the same time. Somewhere in his head office, the intern quietly orders a second stamp. It says, "Ask her." So what do we take home from this couch? Two skills, one for each side of it. For her, and for everyone who speaks in tests, the brave move is the real sentence. Not the envelope, the letter. "I wanted you to choose me tonight" costs about 10 seconds of terror and saves about 3 days of frost. Yes, saying it means the other person can say no to the real you. That is exactly why it counts. For him, and for everyone who stamps words at face value, the skill is hearing the temperature of a word, not just the word. When the sound and the sentence disagree, believe the sound and then ask, "What does fine mean tonight?" Honesty is scary. Decoding is work. Both of them are cheaper than a Cold War nobody signed up for. If saying your real sentence feels impossible, if it has felt impossible for years, that is not quirk. That is the work, and it is exactly the work we do at Chenzo Holistic Coaching. The link is right below this video. From head to heart. And if this episode describes someone you love, send it to them. Or better, send it to someone who is fine. Completely fine.
Hey, this is Chenzo. If this touches something in you, like this video and subscribe and share it with somebody who needs it. And if you want real help on your path, come to ChenzoHolisticCoaching.com. The link is below. With love.